practice. Not to put that on.
I don't have.
It's more about for you than for me, because you're the one who has to.
I don't really smell the rough. This one's a little. But look,
Do you want to split one or?
I'm gonna have one too. I should brush my teeth upstairs. Glad you asked because.
Wait, I have to warm my yarmulke. Oh my God, Leonard. My yarmulke. Yep, it does. I'm wearing blue. We're good. Yep. Really good to see you. We gotta get ready to start. Roll. I think we're starting.
If you'd like to light a Shabbat candle, we have 2 trays right there.
We did. Did you light one?
Easily 5 more minutes.
I said, we did. Rabbi John, I lit a Shabbat candle.
Jewish Standard Time.
No, right? Constant. I know. I ask so much.
How old is she? How old is she, Jill? 8. Oh. And how old are the others? 12 and 8. Lovely.
How are you, Glenn, Rodney?
Hi, Red.
Here I am.
Yeah, you're up
After the service, there's food and snacks and things. So
More
stick
food.
around.
Okay.
There's always food.
Right, we're never lacking in food.
Yeah. Food and yelling are left. So there's a lot of
Not
yelling.
yet lit a Shabbat candle. Now would be a good time to do so, David. David, you have 4 minutes. Go. Sandy, 4 minutes.
Look at you.
Hello, Doreen. Hello, Fred. Hello, Laura. Hello, Wayne. Hello, Tina. Hello, Cynthia. Fred Solomon is in the house. It's a party here tonight. That's off, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see how much feedback we can get. Well, it's really tough when you have microphones out there in front of the speakers. It's like begging for it. Hello, Doreen. Hello, Fred. No? Jerry, come light a Shabbat candle. That could be the problem. I'm really loud. 10, 9, 8. James, bring me down just a touch so I don't ring back. Come light a Shabbat candle. If your name is Pam, light a Shabbat candle. Thank you very much.
Hi, Pam.
Hello, Mark. Is Susan here? Oh, send her my love when you go home. Thank you. Yeah, our seniors aren't in here yet from the program.
Oh, okay. Everybody here.
Why not?
Bat mitzvah in the house. Maggie. You ready? You nervous? Handshaking? No, I'm nervous. No, you're not nervous? Okay. Good luck tonight.
Hi. Hi. I am not a ghost.
Check, check. One,
You
two.
have,
Testing.
let's add 2 more minutes to the clock because we just had our senior citizen program come in, our Renaissance group. If anyone from Renaissance wants to come quickly light a candle, we're going to add 2 minutes to the clock, but then we're definitely going to start at the end of that 2 minutes. Randy and Doreen, do either one of you want to come light a Shabbat candle? I guess not. Randy Schwab. Doreen, Kane, either one of you want to light a Shabbat candle? We got 2 trays. You can come light a candle before services if you like. Oh.
Here's the levels.
Everyone look busy. Countdown's over.
Yeah. They were late.
We're going to finish up our candle lighting. Fred, no burning your fingers, Fred. No burning your fingers, please. Let me start. If everyone could grab their seats now, we're going to begin. Stephanie, I'm going to have you grab a seat too. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. I have to say, tonight is a very, very special and unique night. Tonight, we're not doing one thing, we're not doing two things, we're actually doing three things. Maybe four, because we're obviously celebrating Shabbat. And then we are adding on to that the music of Debbie Friedman, which will be, well, led by our cantorial soloist, Joel, this wonderful choir, Tova, who is the choir director tonight. So we're going to have some truly amazing music.
Thank you.
We're going to kick off the celebration for Maggie, who's having her bat mitzvah tomorrow. Maggie, can you stand up so we can all... Maggie, stand up, stand up. Everyone should get a big round of applause for Maggie.
Yay, Maggie.
And finally, we have Randy Schwab, who is the director of, the general manager, excuse me, that's the correct title, of Mount Sinai Cemetery. He's going to be sharing a few thoughts with us. You don't have to hear me talk tonight during the sermon, so it's perfect. Randy, who I was listening to a few moments ago, phenomenal speaker. So yes, we have a special night planned, filled with music that's touched my heart since I was a teen. Tonight, we do focus on the music of Debbie Friedman. And you might not think you know her music, but I am sure you do. As we play these melodies tonight, you'll remember. You'll remember how familiar you are with them. But we also cannot be ignorant. We cannot forget what's happening in the world around us. Last Shabbat, I talked about the world we find ourselves in. A world filled with golden calf-like leadership. A world that is having challenges. A world that has too many wars. A world that is too cruel to immigrants. A world that does not uphold the Jewish values I like to see. And last week we talked about this extensively. And even yesterday we saw the power of anti-Semitism and that terrible incident at the synagogue in Michigan. An incident that occurred at a synagogue where the rabbi is someone I went to camp with over 50 years ago. Yes, I'm giving away my age. We need to be aware that there's a lot of anger and hatred in this world. But one of the things that can help shatter anger and hatred is melody. So as melody washes over us tonight, as melody reminds us of our youth, as melody connects our souls to one another and connects our souls to all that is eternal, perhaps we should say a prayer that melody wash over this world, that song and music become the weapons of peace, that song and music fill everyone's heart, and perhaps we'll find a way for weapons to be laid down, for angry words, bigotry, and anti-Semitism, to blow in the wind, forever to be forgotten. So yes, we're going to be honoring our bat mitzvah. We're going to be hearing a guest speaker, and we're going to be listening to music. And let us do this to lift up our spirits this Shabbat. But then after Shabbat is over, let's take our uplifted spirits and share our hearts, our thoughts, our minds, our souls with others, friend and foe alike, in the hopes of changing this world. So we're going to start with Dodi Lee, a song of love, a song of two people who are in love. I am to my beloved as my beloved is to me. We are on page 129.
Dodi Lee, Vani lo haroe, haroe, ashoshani, risoto lamin hamibar, mekutere ora levona, nile toti vetoti li totili, totili, vanilo haroe, haroe, ashoshani, anile toti vetotili, anile toti vetotili, anile toti vetotili, totili, totili, vanilo haroe, haroe, ashoshani.
Yasher Koach, that was beautiful. And you guys can have a seat for a minute. I'm going to give a couple minutes of introduction to Debbie Friedman. And when I think of Debbie Friedman, I think of Jewish sleepaway camp. I think about bugs and bad food and lumpy mattresses and one of the best experiences of my life. Anyone who's gone to a camp of any kind and truly becomes ingrained in camp culture knows the power of spending the summer with peers. And when the highlights of camp were the daily song sessions where kids who would barely sing in a whisper if they were sitting within the pews of a congregation, even if their parents were yelling at them to sing louder, well, at camp they would be standing on chairs, singing at the top of their lungs. I grew up, I went to camp at the height of Debbie Friedman's, and well, really the start of her career, the point where she was creating music constantly. I spent my camp years learning her songs as she was writing them. I went to camp as a camper and as a staff member from the early 70s to the 80s. She was 10 years older than me, but the music she was creating was sung at Gucci, at Goldman Union Camp Institute, as well as every other Reform Movement Jewish camp across our nation. And the speed which, well, my peers and I were indoctrinated, and the timing of our camp experiences has always placed me and all of my friends squarely in her heyday. And perhaps my personal affection for folk music comes from the sound of her melodies. Whatever the reason, her music moved me, as it moves you tonight, as it has moved millions of Jews for, well, literally the last 50 years. She died in January of 2011 at the age of 59, and she was much too young. But her accomplishments, they were tremendous for a person of any age. And so we will continue to sing her music, and we'll continue to feel her power through melody. So we continue with Sing Unto God, found on page 131. Debbie focused her words and heart on getting us to praise God, whatever our definition of God might be. Her music lifted our souls to a more heavenly place, making us feel our connection to holiness and community. So let us sing along with this choir, Sing Unto God, a new song, a song that will lift our souls. Page 131.
Sing unto God, sing a new song. Oh, sing praises to God. Give thanks to God with a song. Oh, sing praises unto the one of all. Let us rejoice, all ye righteous, and cry unto our God with joy. Sing out from our hearts. Oh, sing praises to God. Bless God's name. Oh, sing unto our God a song of prayer. Sing praises to the one. Sing unto God. Bless God's name. Oh, sing unto our God a song of prayer. Sing praises to the one. Sing unto God.
Sing unto God, sing a new song. Oh, sing praises to God. Give thanks to God with a song. Oh, sing praises to the God of all. Let us rejoice, all ye righteous, and cry out to our God with joy out of the heart. Oh, sing praises to God.
Bless God's name. Oh, sing unto our God a song of prayer. Sing praises to the one. Sing unto God. Bless God's name. Oh, sing unto our God a song of prayer. Sing praises to the one. Sing unto God. Sing unto God, sing a new song unto. Sing unto God, sing a new song unto. Sing unto God, sing a new song unto God. Sing a new song to God. Sing a new song to God.
We turn to page 138 for Lachado D. Lachado D is that song we sing every Friday night where we invite the Sabbath bride into our hearts and into our sanctuary. We'll be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9 tonight. And on that last verse, we're going to face the back door. And we're going to feel, well, the presence of the Sabbath bride, the power of Shabbat, the power of peace. Page 138, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
לך תודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך תודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך תודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. גם בשמחה ובצוהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי נקרא כלה, בנשמה תקבלה. לך דודי נקרא כלה, לך דודי נקרא כלה, לך דודי נקרא כלה, בנשמה תקבלה.
You may be seated. We turn to page 142 for Shalom Aleichem. In Shalom Aleichem, we invite angels into our lives. I guess after Queens, we need an angel or two. And so the angels come, and it's told by our tradition that they bless us each Shabbat. They bless us, and they move on to the next sanctuary and the next home. And they fill the world with blessings. So as we sing Shalom Aleichem, let us feel the power of these angels. Let us feel their blessings. So take a moment. Take a moment and think about what blessing you need tonight. What blessing will help you get through the next week? What blessing do you need to get over the last week? But whatever blessing you need, when these angels enter the room tonight, they will give it to you, creating peace for you on this Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem, page 142.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei HaMlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzechem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei מלאכי השרת, מלאכי עליון, מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
And now it's time to light our Shabbat candle. I'm going to ask tomorrow's bat mitzvah to come forward with her family. Maggie, could you bring your family forward with you to light tonight's candles? As these candles are lit, they become a gateway through which Shabbat enters our lives. May this be a day of rest for each and every one of you, filled with the closest of family, prayer, family, friends, and community.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner v'tzivanu lehadlik ner v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
A big mazel tov to the family. I know, Maggie, you're going to be amazing tomorrow, so thank you, guys. We're now going to turn to page 146 for the Baruch, the call to worship. I ask you to please rise if you are able. We are on page 146. We face the ark.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Praise be the Blessed One. Blessed be Adonai. Praise be the Blessed One, forever and evermore. La 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 la.
You may be seated. We turn to page 150 for Ahavat Olam, a song about love, about how the whole world should come together in love, and how God's gracious love will fill every heart. Ahavat Olam.
Israel, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו
Debbie learned to love Judaism from her grandmother and grandfather. It's a lesson we should all think about, passing on our Judaism to the next generation. And she took this love of Judaism, and in 1968, she began song leading for her synagogue's youth group. Debbie wrote her first song to the words of the Ve'ahavta, and then she taught it to a group of teens. And she said, not only did they sing the Ve'ahavta, they stood arm in arm. They were moved. They were crying. Debbie created music that resonated with the teens and helped them connect to prayer, that helped them connect to one another. Her music, it continues to move Jewish youth even today. So I'm going to ask you all to rise for the Shema. And then after the Shema, I'm going to signal you to sit down, and we're going to do Debbie Friedman's Ve'ahavta. And after we've done Debbie Friedman's version of Ve'ahavta, Maggie is going to come forward to lead us in the traditional version. So let's take a moment, though, before we do the Shema. And let's feel our feet planted firmly on the ground. Let's feel our bodies lifting up to the heavens. And let's take a deep breath in and hold it and feel the relaxation of Shabbat and let it out. And let's take another deep breath in. Feel the power of the community in which we stand and let it out. And on this next breath, feel the power of your own soul, your own heart. Deep breath in. Hold it. And let it out. The Shema.
Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad. shall love Adonai thy God with all of your heart and with all your soul and with all of your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart.
Thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and thou shalt speak of them when thou sittest in thy house, when thou goest by the way, and when thou risest up, and when thou liest down, and when thou liest down.
And thou shalt find them for a sign above thy hand, and they shall be frontlets between thine eyes, and thou shalt write them on the doorposts of thy house, and upon thy gates, and upon thy gates,
That ye may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
And now I'd like to ask Maggie to come forward to lead us in the Vahafta.
Right, do you want me to? ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאור על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Big Yasher Koach and a round of applause. You're going to be great tomorrow, I know it. We continue with the Micha Mocha, found on page 158. The Micha Mocha speaks at a time, well, that we are going from slavery to freedom, from something terrible to something great. The Micha Mocha speaks about that moment in between when we were crossing the Sea of Reeds, where giant waves were on either side of us, and they probably terrified us a bit. Each and every day we probably walk through a sea of reeds. Each and every day we probably have a little bit of fear in our hearts. Each and every day we try to make it to the other side. And I pray to God that you do. You make it to the other side and you find peace and, well, companionship. You find a promised land. Micha Mocha, page 158.
ובניך בוקע הים לפני משה ומרים זה לי ענו ואמרו זה לי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם כמוך באלים אדוני, כמוך נטע בקודש, נורא תהילות בספר, נורא תהילות בספר. לי 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 לי
Turn to page 162 for Vishamru. Let us read the English in the middle of the page as an introduction to this prayer. Together on the middle, or in the middle of page 162. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat. Observing Shabbat throughout the ages is a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth. And on the seventh day, God ceased from work and was refreshed. Vishamru.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, et HaShabbat. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ברית עולם.
לעולם.
השמיים ואת הארץ.
טוב היום השביעי, שבת, שבת
וינפש, 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 וינפש. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת,
לעשות את השבת לדורותם, לדוד עולם.
We turn to page 371, the Misha Berach prayer. In my mind, of all of Debbie's music, her version of the Misha Berach is the most universal piece she wrote. It's used in temples and synagogues throughout this world and in every movement. I literally once in Jerusalem met someone who was part of the ultra-Orthodox movement, and they admitted that they also use this tune in their sanctuary. It has crossed all barriers because it touches your heart when you sing this, when you sing for someone's healing, when you sing out of concern for someone's health. So tonight on our Misha Berach list, Jace Aubie, Sarah Gavriela Bas Chaya, Leo Birnbaum, Janet Blake, Ellen Chris, Richard Kahn, Hannah Devine, Susie Ehrenberg, Brian Gleason, Mark Goff, Hilya Malka Hartenstein, Larry Hoffing, Kitty Koster, David Kramer, Colleen Larson, Jan Laxer, Steve Lincoln, Michael Lauderstein, Joshua Morricone, Bruce Newman, Debbie Powell, Howard Ryder, Pat Reiner, Brian Rose, Judy Rose, Paula Rosenthal, Fred Rutberg, Patrick Sims, Fred Solomon, Marta Sonderman, Jeff Stickler, Wendy Tipp, Sharon Vanderslice, Susan Vidal, Mike Willard, Lori Wolbeck, Miriam Zaslavskaya. We also think of those released from captivity, those affected by acts of terrorism, anti-Semitism, and bigotry, those caught in natural and unnatural disasters, those healing from all too frequent gun violence, those who are food deprived, those affected by government budget cuts, those who find themselves fighting for our nation's soul, and those caught in the middle of warfare. We also think of those in ICE detention centers and all those caring for the ill. If you have an additional name for our Misha Berach list, please share it with me now.
up first.
Misha Baruch Avotenu Vimotenu. May the God of our ancestors grant a refuah shlema to all those named tonight and to all those we hold in our hearts. And together we say,
Amen.
the singing of Misha Baruch.
Sheberach avotenu mekol haberacha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekol haberacha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We turn to page 164 of the Amidah. Please rise and face the ark if you are able. Page 164. We're only going to do Adonai Shabbat Tiv talk tonight, and then we're going to pray the remainder silently. But let's always remember to pray as if everything depends on God, and to act as if everything depends on us. Page 164, Adonai Shabbat Tiv talk.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Please pray silently through page 180. When you're done with your silent prayer, you may be seated.
the word
May the word
of my mouth
of my mouth
and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O God, my rock and my redeemer. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O God, my rock and my redeemer.
Tonight we have a guest speaker, Randy Schwab, who is the general manager of Mount Sinai. And I've got his bio here, but I have to start off by saying I first met Randy about 30 years ago at Temple Isaiah. Were you president then, or were you already the executive director? You were president, and my children were going to the preschool there. I just returned, I believe, from Israel for my first year of rabbinic school, and I met you there. And we were both second career Jews. I was a second career rabbi, he was a second career professional Jew. And I've watched his career throughout the community, and I've always been very impressed that he went from being a jeweler, and a very good jeweler according to my wife, who was actually familiar with your product 30 years ago. She used to always point that out to me. To being the executive director at Temple Isaiah, if I've got that right, to working at so many different great Jewish organizations. Randy was the executive officer of Jewish Big Brothers and Big Sisters of LA for 9 years. After he became the executive director of Temple Isaiah. Today, he's a general manager, and he has been since 2021, of Mount Sinai Cemetery. He does great work for the community. When you work for Temple, when you work for Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and when you, work with and for a cemetery, you really are doing the work of community, the work that really helps people on every level. And so I've always been impressed with how you transitioned from your private life or the private world to the nonprofit world. And you've really done it beautifully, and you've really, touched so many hearts and so many individuals. So I would like to ask Randy to come forward. He's going to share a few thoughts tonight. And as he's coming forward, I also want to thank him because Mount Sinai has given us so many grants over the years. I think our most recent grant was for our religious school to help students who cannot afford our tuition pay it. So we are very, very appreciative. And Randy, I'm going to put you right here. Do you want to hold them out? Yeah. Okay. Once we get on there.
We're getting there. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for allowing me to join you this evening, not only in prayer, but in listening to an amazing band and choir, highlighting the timeless melodies of Debbie Friedman. I remember the first time I heard her music. I was feeling sad over my mother's illness. The melody, as you mentioned, of Mishaberach and the public acknowledgement of needing support was a meaningful change for me. Debbie brought my vulnerabilities into the light, teaching us all that being imperfect doesn't exclude us from the community. It defines our need for it. You know, every day I see families at Mount Sinai sharing the stories of their loved ones' lives, the humorous stories, the amazing trips they took, the experiences, all of the memories. What I wish I heard more of was the teaching, the legacies. What did the family members learn? You know, I have the opportunity to speak at communities throughout Southern California on the idea that each of us teaches the next generation, and even our peers, what matters most to us. I encourage people to create their own legacy by creating an ethical will. This isn't a document about your assets. It's a document about your essence. It's the practice of leaving your valuables, your stories, and your soul's imprint in the people you love. When you sit down to write your own story, you don't just include your greatest hits. A legacy that only features your successes is intimidating and frankly not very helpful. Share the times that you failed. Share the times you were broken and how you found the resilience to heal. Your broken notes are often the most valuable lessons you can leave behind. And your ethical will doesn't need to sound like a philosophical notebook or textbook. It should sound like you. If your life's melody is grounded in humor, well, then use humor. If it's grounded in social justice or the quiet strength of family, use that language. You can write it or even record it. A legacy is only effective if it's singable, if it's simple and honest enough for your children and peers to remember it and sing it back to the world through their own actions. In your own life and in your ethical will, the lesson is clear. A legacy isn't a set of instructions, it's an invitation. We don't write to tell our children what to do. We write to give them the confidence to find their own voice within the values we've shared. Our greatest inheritance is empowering the next generation to be active participants in their own lives, not just spectators in ours. Today we sing Debbie Friedman's melodies in this sanctuary at summer camps across the globe, often without even realizing that she wrote them. Her work has become so woven into the fabric of Jewish life that it feels like it's just always existed. That's the ultimate goal of an ethical will. We aren't writing so that our names are remembered. We're writing so that our values become so deeply ingrained in our children that they forget where they learned them. We want our kindness, our integrity, and our joy to become their natural character. So as we settle into the peace of this Shabbat, I invite you to think. If you had to write one refrain for your family to carry forward, a single sentence of truth, what would it be? Start there. That's the beginning of your song. So tonight I brought these little worksheets and these guides to help you through that process if you so like. They're in the back. But I ask you, what is the one teaching that you wish to be the focal point of your song? So I'm going to put you on the spot. I know, you're like, no, he's not looking at me. He's not looking at me. So Maggie, I have a question. So I am putting you on the spot. In front of everyone.
It's definitely not everyone, but sure.
Okay, well, it's everyone that's here tonight. What is one lesson that your parents have taught you that's part of their ethical will to you? What's just one thing that you learned from your parents that you hope to take with you as you mature, you become a bat mitzvah, and you move forward in your life?
I think for my mom that life may change and it will never really be the same at one point, but you have to move along with it and kind of just go with the flow.
That's great. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. And to your parents, what's one thing, a different thing, that you hope to instill in your daughter as she becomes bat mitzvah and as she grows on into her adulthood? Great. Bail her out. That's great. Terrific. I'm only going to ask 2 more people, but would anybody else like to share one thing that they hope that future generations after them would learn from you, would take from you about how to live their life? Anybody?
I can tell you what came from my mother.
Sure.
To my brother and I. She always said to us, make this world a better place because you're my child.
That's beautiful. You know, when I was growing up, I was fortunate to have parents that were deeply ingrained in the Jewish community. They led me through their actions, through their commitment to their synagogue, to always volunteering, to in some ways think about that there are lots of other people around you, and when you have enough, that's the time that you should really be taking care of others. And so I totally, relate to what you're saying. One more person, is there? Please.
My parents taught me to be wonderful and be friendly to other people and not to be mean to other people.
That's beautiful, thank you. We could all use that right about now. It's a pleasure for me to be here. As the rabbi mentioned, Mount Sinai is fortunate enough, we're a 501c3, which means we're a nonprofit, so all of our surplus, our profit, if you will, goes back to the community. We have enjoyed our relationship with this congregation and with probably 40 others in Los Angeles to give grants to help them do what they feel they need most. Last year we gave out 42 grants for over $1 million. So it's something that we take very strongly, and I'm just very thankful that I was able to be with you tonight, listen to the beautiful music, and just be inspired by the Renaissance group that I had a little nosh with before the service. It was really interesting hearing your perspective on what has been meaningful in your lives, and I just want to take a moment to say thank you.
One more round of applause. Thank you very much. I see we're going directly into our announcements right now. So Matt, come on forward. Matt's our social justice chair. And he's going to share a few announcements with us.
I fear I'm going to be up here longer than our speaker was because there's so many people to thank and so much going on. So first of all, Rabbi John, thank you. Cantorial Soloist Joel and all of your crew here, the choir, yeah. And also our musicians over there, thank you. And Randy, thanks so much for sharing with us and helping us do the door to door, helping us pass things from generation to generation, and the work that you've done in the community to help us preserve our memories with our families. So thank you. Thanks to James in the back. Yay. Our sound always pitch perfect. And so Maggie, it is time for you to come up here again. Please come join me up on the bima here. And so Maggie, I get to see you every Teen Tuesday. I don't know if you noticed me sitting there in the back, but I have good news for you, Brian. I prepared what I was going to say about Maggie, and one of the things I noticed is you don't just show up. You bring your heart, You bring your curiosity for Judaism, and you bring your joy about the friends and community that you're with. And so I think that she's caught the message about the thirst for knowledge. That was part of what I saw. So thank you for that. And we have no doubt that tomorrow you'll bring those things to your bat mitzvah. So congratulations. We are going to have an oneg, and it is going to be well sponsored because the Novgorodski family and the Thomas family, they have sponsored this in honor of their daughter Maggie for her bat mitzvah. Tina and Jonathan DeGan have sponsored in memory of Paul Licker. Sharon Kipnis in memory of Eugene Kipnis and Dorothy Kipnis. And the Litvak family in memory of Lubov Chernikovsky. So thank you to all of our oneg sponsors. And don't forget, there's more events after tonight. Next Friday, we have our Immigration Shabbat with guest speaker Carlos Amador. He's a nationally recognized immigration rights leader, and he'll be sharing some of his story in how immigration rights show up in our community. Keeping in that theme, on Sunday, March 22nd, we're going to have our Mitzvah Bus Staycation. We'll be here helping learn a little bit more about immigration, have a day of learning and action, and we'll learn about how you can support and defend our communities against deportations. And this is going to have lunch, and you can sign up on the Kol Tikva website, and all ages are welcome to this mitzvah staycation. April 10th, Beatles Shabbat. All ages welcome to that. As you all know, our band Coldplay will be playing. The music and the vibe are great. Join us for that fun evening. The next night, April 11th, the Kol Tikva Gala, honoring 3 of our families for their dedication to Kol Tikva, past and present. We have Rick and Lisa Birnbaum, Karen and Adam Friedman, and Suresh Schenken and Herb Zweig are all our honorees, so please purchase your tickets before we sell out. This says before March 15th. Ticket prices increase after that if they're available. We're actually running slow here on space. We have a lot more exciting things happening at Kol Tikva. Watch for the weekly emails, find out about upcoming events, and join us in our social hall afterwards. And when you're there, please donate to Tzedakah. Tzedakah tonight goes to the Tzedakah teens. They have the Tzedakah box. You can put in cash. But of course, you also know if you look on your Shalom sheet, there's the QR code to donate and contribute to their cause, which they'll be telling us about in May-ish, I think. Yeah. So we'll hear more about that then. Be safe and vigilant. Have a wonderful Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
One additional announcement. May 11th and 12th, Monday and Tuesday, JPAC, the Jewish Political Organization of California, is going to Sacramento. I'm taking a delegation. If you'd like to join me to lobby your representatives on the state level on issues of anti-Semitism and education, please let me know. I'd love to get a bigger delegation going. Recently, I took a delegation to a Reform Movement conference, Consultation on Conscience. We actually had one of the larger groups there from Southern California, surprisingly enough from our little group. And if you have not yet read Rachel's article, do you guys know the right? Go to your e-blast, click on it. It is a great reflection on what she learned and did in D.C., and we'll be doing something similar, but on a smaller scale in Sacramento. So please join me, help change the world. We now turn to page 598 for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. It's unusual, but there is no recently departed, at least on my list, within our community. We do hold in our prayers those murdered by gun violence, the innocents killed by senseless acts of warfare, those that have passed due to floods, fires, and other natural and unnatural disasters, those that are no longer present due to famine, those who die due to lacks of vaccination and changes in standardized, rational health care, and those that have no one but us to say Kaddish for them. We also remember those who died during this season in years past. Maurice Bruel, Sandra Cheritz, Lubov Chernyakhovsky, Sohel Cohen, Harold Kahn, Sally Cole, Stuart Ehrlich, Bella Freund, Florence Friedman, Elaine Galit, Benjamin Hanisch, Bertha Heimlich, Dorothy Kipnis, Eugene Aaron Kipnis, Jerry Knopf, Ray Letteris, Samuel Levine, Paul Licker, Pauline Lishman, David Moreau, Isaac Netches, Burden Pittler, Jerry Plagueman, Mary Quito, Esther Rubenstein, Benjamin Seawack, Tilly Siegel, Jeffrey Springer, Ralph Stein, Saul Tiano, Irene Allberg, Gita Warner, Jenny Wheel, Sheila Willett, and Louis Wesley. If you have additional names for our Kaddish or Yortzeit list, please share them with me now.
Recently departed Rabbi Jerry Cutler, of blessed memory.
If you're in the first 7 days of morning Shiva, I ask you to please rise. If you're in the first 30 days of morning Shloshim, I ask you to rise. If you're in the first year of mourning, please rise. You're observing a Yortzeit, please rise. These are the mourners in our midst. We rise to show them our love and our support. We are on page 598. Yitgadal v'yikadash me rabba, v'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'mechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'galav yizman kari v'imru. Yehei shmei rabba mevarak leolam ulamei almaya. Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei d'kudsha, baruchu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. May the one who makes peace on high grant peace for all who mourn, for all Israel, and for all humankind. And together we say, amen. Please put down your books, put your arms around the people next to you. If you do not know them, introduce yourself before you put your arm around them. And if you're standing alone, move into an aisle. Don't be shy. Move next to people. Introduce yourself.
I want to give one last big shout out to our choir here at Kol Tikva. Give them a big round of applause, please. They were amazing tonight. And big shout out to Tova, who's directing us tonight. And John on percussion.
Percussion.
Shalom b'romav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen.
Oseh
עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן.
Maggie, can you come right here and hold our Kiddush cup tonight? You can bring your family, you can bring your friends. Why don't we all have you join in? Just be careful of the candles right behind you. Let's all hold up our imaginary Kiddush cups. Let's put in a little schnapps or grape juice or whatever you like. And now a short Kiddush, unless you've got a plan with the choir.
Gonna do the extra long Kiddush tonight.
Extra long Kiddush tonight.
Just kidding. Short Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen l'chaim.
A little sip of that. Yeah, it's grape juice. It's okay. It's grape juice. It's grape juice. I promise. Okay. I have the family hold the challah. Here you go, Jordan. If everyone could come forward and place your hand on the shoulder of the person in front of you, let's get out of our seats. Let's gather together. Let's connect as one community. Do not be shy, but do watch out for the candles. Place your hand on the shoulder of the person in front of you. Come join us. I'm not touching the candles right now, so keep going forward. Here you go.
Come on, guys.
Are we all connected? No, we're not connected yet. You can't get to Oneg until you connect now. Let's all point at that challah and go yummy, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
And now the hamotzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon.
Give someone a kiss, give them a hug, wish them Shabbat Shalom. Go find someone you don't know and wish them
Shabbat Shalom.
And give
Hey,
them a challah.
Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Go get some Oneg. Oneg in the social hall. Oneg in the social hall. This is the non-social hall, so don't be social. Go get social in the next room.
I was like, get out of here. No way.
She came in spirit.
That's what I thought. I was like, I thought. I was under the impression.
And I loved playing with the choir. That was great.